We are live, everybody. Welcome to Night of the Ramblers. How's it going, man?
Episode Deuce.
Episode Deuce.
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 It is going well, man. How are you doing?
You know, I'm doing all right, man. Seriously, I'm excited to be here.
Yeah.
I've been looking forward to this all week.
Me as well. I think we did some interesting stuff this week. People seem to like it. So a little bit of feedback we got from last week is Hugh Jackman, ladies and gentlemen, the Wolverine himself, is actually 6'2", not 6'10".
I think I said
which
6'8".
it's still ridiculous because in the comics he's like, what, 5 foot?
He's at 5 foot at best.
Yeah. Another comment we got was somebody wanted to hear a review of Pet Sematary, so we're going to go ahead and do that. I actually watched it last night with Big
nice.
Bob himself.
Nice.
And that movie is still legitimately terrifying.
Yeah.
30, almost 20-something years later, however long it's been.
I'm excited to talk about it.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one.
For sure.
We're going to do the first ever lightning round here on Night of the Ramblers. Are you ready for this?
No, definitely not.
All right.
Man. I'm not good at giving quick answers.
Ladies and gentlemen, the way this works is I'm going to give Sean 10 seconds to name as many people as he possibly can in this category. And this category was brought to us tonight by a good friend of mine. I've known her since 5th grade, so have you.
Oh, right.
We used to pick
What up,
on her.
girl?
She used to pick on us a lot. But
Yeah.
It's all evened out over the years. She actually texted me tonight and said, you guys should do an episode on who has the best boobs in Hollywood.
Ah.
So that is the lightning round, and go.
Oh, right now.
Yes.
Right now.
Yes, right now.
I told you, okay, best boobs in Hollywood. Oh my God. See, I'm pulling a blank.
Ava Green.
I can't even.
Scarlett Johansson.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, Scarlett Johansson's good.
The chick from Californication and Odd Thomas. Can't remember her name.
I like, I guess, Jessica Alba.
Jessica Alba. For boobs?
Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I kind of like them smaller.
that's right. Okay.
Personally, I'm not like a huge boob guy.
There was not a size limitation, so that.
Yeah, not that I like
plays.
boobs, but yeah, smaller, I guess, is better. Any more than a handful, and you're risking a sprained tongue, right?
God.
Tell me what movie that's from, everybody. If you can comment below with that movie, I'll, I don't know, do something for you.
Yeah.
That'll be awesome.
I won't even spoil that. I like that. Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis is a
True
beautiful
Lies,
woman, scream
yes.
queen. True Lies, yeah. How old were you when that movie came out?
Who cares?
Oh my
It
God.
still holds up.
Hell yeah, man.
I think that's pretty much it for the lightning round. We
Yeah,
did
sorry,
terribly.
I'm terrible at that. I was
Yeah.
not expecting that at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna do next week. You can do it to me. So next
All
week.
right, I'll get you with a good lightning
yeah.
round next week. Yeah, that'll like put me on my toes for sure.
Some of the other comments were is a lot of people like Dark Knight with Heath Ledger as the Joker. That was their favorite comic book movie.
Oh, nice.
I watched Guardians of the Galaxy 2 with my parents the other night. Did you watch that?
No, I've never seen it. I probably won't. I refuse, actually, at this point.
Really?
Anyways, did you like it?
I liked it.
Yeah?
I was you got Kurt Russell.
My sister really liked it. Yeah, Kurt Russell, right? We talked about that a little last time.
It entertained me. I'm
That's
not going to
fair.
lie. I'm not going to say it was the greatest movie ever.
Yeah.
Because that would be lying to the people, and I don't want to do that. But it entertained me. Maybe I feel the way you feel about Deadpool. They just try to be too funny.
Yeah, to me, man.
Like
like Chris Pratt, bro, forget it. I'm not interested at all, really.
good
Michael
looking man,
Rooker's in it,
Yeah.
which he plays, what's his name, from Mallrats?
Yeah. Oh, God. Brandy's dad.
Yeah.
All I remember, Mr. Whatever. Chocolate-covered pretzel?
Yeah, exactly.
Seriously, people, if you haven't watched Kevin Smith's movie by now, go out there and
Yeah,
do it.
you need to do that for sure. No doubt.
We got some other great comments. I can't really remember them off the top of my head. I had them written down somewhere, but that's not the way we do it at Night of the Ramblers.
Well, yeah, it's rambling.
Yeah,
So
so-
we're here to ramble.
Yeah, tell us what you thought. Continue telling us what you think, and maybe we'll remember to do something that you asked us to do.
Yeah, hopefully.
My dad talked about Lethal Weapon 3. He did
yeah,
say the best part
that
of
reminds
that
me.
was Rene Russo,
Oh,
which I
okay.
totally agree with.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah,
Rene
sure.
Russo and Diane Lane. As you can tell, I got a little
Yeah.
affinity towards the older ladies.
Sure,
We'll
yeah.
probably talk about that
I'm
later.
down for that.
Yeah. What were you going to say?
What was I gonna say? I don't remember. Oh, Lethal Weapon 3, dude. So this dude at my work comes up to me and he's like, "Yo, man, I listened to your podcast last night." And I'm like, "Oh, cool. What'd you think?" And he's like, "I totally agree with your homie." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Lethal Weapon 3 is the best." And I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here, dude!" Like,
Oh, that was another comment. We can all guess the source, but apparently we cuss too much. We'll try to keep it clean.
yeah, like I'm not trying to be
No,
excessive on purpose.
That's just the way we talk in real life, so we're probably going to talk that way on the podcast.
Well, I'm here to ramble, so I don't mean to offend
Yeah.
anyone, but I mean we might.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
that's the beautiful thing of the internet, I think, is
and you can just pretend that we didn't.
Yeah.
Just in your head, be like, all right, every time they
Yeah, I
cuss,
wasn't offended. Yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
say fudge or snap crackle pop
Yeah.
or hibbity jibbalies.
Cheese weasels.
Cheese, yeah.
That's what my daughter says.
Cheese weasels.
Cheese weasels. Yeah. Cheese weasels.
Man, she's getting big. Got her ears pierced today.
I know. Yeah. So for all of you out there who have kids, my daughter got her ears pierced today, and I was really bummed I wasn't there. Personally, I mean, that's kind of like. Apparently, well, you know her, so
Yeah.
you know, like she's like. She walked out thinking she was a princess, you know.
Well, she is. Yeah, we don't even let Penny know that she's a princess. It's gonna be bad for
sure.
all of us. Another
That's
comment
true.
I got was, "What's the fascination with West Side Story?" And my response was,
Oh, really? You got questioned about that?
"Why aren't you fascinated by West Side Story?"
Well, that's a good question. I think. I mean, come on.
I mean, these people who ask me,
Yeah, have
into
you seen
musicals,
it?
and I asked him, "What's your favorite musical?" And he's like, "I don't know." Then I think you're missing out on a big part of your life. My
Yeah,
friend.
musicals. Speaking of musicals, you seen? Jeez Louise, man. Now I can't even think about it. Repo, the genetic opera.
No,
you seen that shit?
you know, I hate stuff like that.
No, I think. Well, yeah, you probably hate.
Yeah,
it.
I'd probably hate it. Maybe I'll check it out.
It's
I'm
amazing.
I'm all about
It's
trying out new
amazing.
things. Tell the people what it's about, though.
So Repo, the genetic opera. So it's a rock opera, which apparently is different from a musical. I didn't know until I found out what Repo was. But anyways, an opera. So in a musical, you can have spoken words, right? So just regular dialogue
Right.
between the actors. But in an opera, every word has to be sang.
Really?
Yeah, that's a rule. I don't know if that's true.
Is it like a rule or a guideline?
Well,
Are we talking like
I mean,
Pirates
we're
of the
talking
Caribbean?
opera, so I
Okay.
imagine it's pretty like. I mean, I'm sure there's those dudes who like bend the rules, but
Right.
I bet it's pretty standard. I don't know. I don't listen to too much opera. I
Have
like
you-
opera.
Have you seen Streets of Fire by any chance?
Streets of Fire, no.
It's got Diane Lane, super young. I think it was her first movie. It's got Rick Moranis in it. It's got William
Nice.
Dafoe
Oh, nice.
and some dude who I can't remember what his name is. He's been in a couple other movies, but it was the same guy that did a lot of Meatloaf's music. Did it? So it's like really fast paced with a piano.
Oh, okay.
It's dumb as hell. but
Yeah,
I
you don't
enjoy
like it?
No,
No,
I
you
loved
do enjoy it. Yeah,
I loved
okay.
it. So maybe it's like my Repo.
Oh yeah, but so it's a rock opera. So the whole idea is in the future they've learned how to grow organs, right? Which I think is totally realistic. So if your liver goes out, you can buy a new liver, right? But if you can't afford it, you can finance it.
Right.
So you finance a liver, a pair of lungs, a new face, whatever the case. And but if you are late on your payments, the repo man comes and he rips your organs out. So it's all about the repo man, and the duality of his life. But anyways, it's like this fucking hardcore rock opera. It's ultra violent. I mean,
Nice.
gnarly violent. Alexa Vega's in it when she was like super young, after Spy Kids, I think. But
Have you seen Repo Man with Jude Law and Forrest
yes,
Whitaker?
no.
Not the same.
No,
You didn't like
well,
it?
no,
You
I
like
think
it?
it's a complete. I don't know which. I guess. Well, I know the genetic opera came out first, but I like it as an opera. So to me, it's like just a bite of the movie kind of.
I like that movie. I thought it was.
Did you like it,
entertaining.
though?
Yeah, because you don't know if he's actually dead at the end or not.
Forrest Whitaker.
Spoilers. My bad.
Yeah. Do you ever see that thing where it says like Forrest Whitaker looks like he ate one Dayquil and one NyQuil?
No, but that's terrible. That is
I thought it was
messed
funny,
up.
though. Why is it messed up? I mean, the dude's
Like,
got a
that makes
lazy
fun of
eye.
him. You can't do anything about it.
Oh, I'm sure he can't. You know,
Why
it's
not?
just
No.
funny. I don't know.
Forrest-
I think it's funny.
You can't tell if he's coming or going.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. I mean, imagine. So, anyway, speaking of that, back in the day, a
Okay.
long time ago, in another life, because drugs are bad.
Drugs are bad. People,
Okay.
don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. So, way long time ago, I think you probably know this. My wife and I, we would smoke marijuana, and then we would put Visine in only one eye. So one eye would be all open and bright, and the other eye would be all low and red. So you'd look like Forrest Whitaker, you know.
Did you do that on purpose?
Yeah, we do it on purpose. We'd go to the movie theater, or we'd we'd be grocery shopping or whatever, just to see people's reaction to
Did you get a lot of reactions from it?
yeah, it was really funny. But I mean, of course, we were, don't do drugs, guys.
Don't do drugs. Drugs are bad.
Don't do drugs.
And if you're
But-
kids, don't ever do it.
Yeah, we were high,
Yeah.
so it was really
Super
funny.
duper
Yeah,
funny.
so even if we didn't get any looks, I mean, we were paranoid enough to think everyone's looking.
Everybody was coming at you.
'Cause that's
I
how it
still don't
goes.
understand why people got paranoid when they got high.
happens to me all the
I've
time.
never done drugs.
Yeah.
But hypothetically speaking, if I had, I don't think I've ever gotten paranoid. It's the same thing when I drink. I just think I become like a more mellow version of myself.
Yeah?
Unless somebody gets me all amped up, and then I get all crazy.
Yeah, I guess I get a little more wily.
No,
Yeah, especially when I drink.
it's because you drink Stella.
Stella's good beer.
We're not endorsing that here.
Yeah, there's no free. That's a
Yeah.
free endorsement,
Yeah.
folks. Drink Stella out of a gold chalice.
Or you
only.
could drink real beer and go to like one of the 8,000 breweries and get an IPA.
Yeah, craft beer is like. I
Good.
don't know.
Delicious.
Yeah,
Time taken.
Yeah, I think it is good, but to me, well, in this town, it's so like such a thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a personality trait to like craft beer. You know?
What are you trying to say, fool?
Nothing.
I think that was an underhanded dig at the way I live my life.
No way. Not at all. I don't know, man.
See, if I was
don't know
smoking
what
weed,
was
which I
saying.
don't, I might be a little paranoid about that comment. But since I don't do drugs,
Yeah.
it doesn't bother me.
Oh, yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Being paranoid. Yeah, it used to happen to me, really. Especially when you try to hide it. Like, that's when it comes
Yeah.
out.
I guess hypothetically speaking, I guess I never really had a reason to hide it.
I had plenty.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways.
Okay, we're moving
So
right
movies,
along.
right? We're
Yeah,
talking
let's
movies.
go
That's
back
why
to
we're here,
movies.
guys
Well,
and girls,
among other
ladies
things,
and gentlemen,
people.
folks.
Uh,
So movies. So what she wanted to talk about Pet Cemetery, right?
yeah. So
Okay.
a good friend of mine was like, "Hey, you guys should review Pet Cemetery."
Yeah,
So,
and you just watched it.
I watched it last night because I
Tell me
hadn't
all
seen
about
it.
it.
You want me to tell you about the movie?
Tell me
All
all
right,
about
people.
it. Tell me what you think.
I'm not gonna go into like super duper specifics, like people's names, because I don't really care about that kind of crap when I watch movies. I'm more
Okay.
of a substance kind of guy.
I see.
Basic breakdown is a family moves into a house.
Right.
Everybody's super stoked. Like everybody gets a
Okay.
nice big house, huge
Yeah.
yard. First thing I notice about this house, doesn't have a fence. That's going to come into play later in the movie.
Okay.
Basically, they're all moving in. They neglect their little toddler boy. There's a
Right.
little toddler boy.
Yeah. Gage,
Probably,
right?
yeah, Gage.
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
like a 6 or 7-year-old daughter, maybe.
Yeah.
Ellie might be her
Okay.
name.
Ellie, I don't know.
And then there's Doctor doesn't pay attention.
Yeah.
And his wife, like,
Dad, right?
grumpy pants.
Yeah.
Yeah. His wife is just... She was on Star Trek, and she left Star Trek because she
okay.
didn't have a big enough role, which is why I never liked that lady. I think
Oh,
her
I
name
see.
was, like, Denise Cosby. She's Bing Cosby's granddaughter. If you've never heard Bing Cosby's music, we're in the same boat.
Yep.
You know who he is and what he looks like. Never
Yeah.
listen to one of his
But like,
songs.
who's Bing? I mean, I'm sure we've probably heard him like on a Christmas album or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the opening movie is little guy Gage goes trucking off towards this road. And
Right.
the thing you gotta know about that
Oh,
road,
what a horrible
and,
scene.
and here comes my favorite part, is he goes running into the thing, there's a huge semi-truck coming.
Yeah.
And who saves him but Herman Munster
Yeah.
himself.
Oh man,
Mr.
he's
Fred
the best.
Gwynn.
Fred Gwynn.
Yes, that's his
Okay.
name. Fred
Okay.
Gwynn. Not in the movie. His name's
Right.
like Judd or some hill redneck name.
Yeah, exactly.
But he was also the judge and my cousin Vinny. Herman,
Yeah,
you
I
either
love
know
that
him from
guy.
one or the other.
Yeah,
If you're too
I
young.
love that guy.
You could probably go into other stuff, but who cares? So this dude comes trucking along the interstate, picks up
Right.
little man, says, "Not today, little buddy."
Saves
And
the boy.
yeah. Goes up to his parents and said, "You want to watch out for that road."
Yeah.
If you've never watched South Park,
Oh, I see.
this scene pretty much spawned like the greatest South Park episode ever,
Oh, okay.
where they're talking about this mountain that nobody wants to skis, and he's like, "You don't want to go down that road."
You don't want to go down that
Some
road.
Native Americans died in the Cub Scout unit, and some other people died down that road.
Indian burial ground down
So this guy you think is going to be one of the heroes, he's legitimately one of the worst neighbors on the planet. And
Oh,
I'm
really?
going to go into that in a little bit.
there. Okay.
But anyway, they meet. Everybody has a good time. I can't really harp on the parents too much because the part I neglected to say is their daughter was on a tire swing and it crunched
Oh,
her.
that's right. Yeah.
So
Sure.
that's why they
she's
were off.
freaking.
Yeah, she was
So
yelling.
little man runs away.
Yeah, little man takes off because little kids are
It's
dicks.
true.
And as soon as you're not looking, they're going to go do exactly what they're not supposed to do.
Yeah, man. Little kids
So,
run off.
yeah, they're talking. Little girl notices, hey, there's a road that leads down behind our house. And the guy was like, well, one day I'll teach you about that path. But that's a story for another day. So, typical family BS happens. The house isn't haunted. There's nothing wrong with it.
Okay.
They've got like a creepy laundry lady named Missy.
I don't remember her at all.
Yeah, 'cause she's like a very unforgettable part. But later in the movie, it's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So, normal BS. The advice that the old guy gives is like you should get your, because they have a cat named Winston Churchill.
Oh,
They
that's
call him
right. Church. Yeah.
And he's like, you should get that cat snipped because cats that are snipped don't wander around. I'm like, okay, cool, we'll do
Sure.
that.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, and the daughter the next day is like, are you really going to cut Church's nuts off? Because I guess the laundry lady had told her that's what's going to happen.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, that's what happens, right?
the mom and dad are sitting there bickering about some stupid crap.
Yeah.
Homeboy takes off to work. There's kind of like a time jump.
Okay,
In
really?
the movie, yeah, like in the
Okay.
movie, it just sort of stops. Like it goes from that scene to a bunch of college kids are dragging like a dying college kid
Oh, that's right.
into the doctor's
Yeah,
office.
Yeah,
So like they're dragging him, and the
He's
visual
all
effects
jacked,
on
right?
this are like
Yeah.
fantastic.
He is scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his name's like Victor Polanski, some Polish name that they jack up throughout the movie.
Oh, okay.
Posak, maybe, I don't know. Like I said, I don't really pay attention to this crap when I'm watching movies.
Sure.
But-
But I remember that scene, yeah. Or that kid.
Yeah, I mean,
scary.
he's tossed. Like, you can tell that kid is messed up, and he's
Right.
probably going to die. So the doctor does what he's trying to do for him.
Well, and the doctor is the dad.
Yeah, the doctor's
Right?
the dad. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Dr. Dick, dad, not paying attention. just call him that.
Okay.
So he's in there. Homeboy, like, dies. He's trying to help him,
He does
resuscitate
die,
him. They're in, like, some small podunk town in Maine, which they actually filmed in Louisiana. But apparently they look a lot alike. I don't know. And also, a little small tidbit. George Romero, Mr. Night of the Dead himself, was
yeah.
set to direct this, but
No
he
way.
couldn't. Yeah, he couldn't direct it. He had some other project going. So they got Mary Lambert to do it. I don't know who she is, what else she's done.
Yeah, me
I don't
neither.
know if you do, but I
No,
thought
I
she did a
don't.
good job with this movie.
I think it's scary.
It is. So Homeboy's dead. The doctor's sitting there. Dr. Dick Dad doesn't pay attention. Sitting there, and the dead guy wakes up. And he's like, some bad stuff. A man's heart is made of stone. Some other stuff. I don't really care because it's not pertinent to the story. But the guy thinks he's dreaming. And another time jump. All of a sudden, Homeboy's back at the house. Everything's fine. I think the
I
family...
didn't really do that.
Yeah.
The time jump.
So I think the family is now like November. The cat's fine, everybody's fine. The family takes off for Thanksgiving. Well, apparently the wife's parents don't like Dr. Dick Dad doesn't pay attention.
Okay.
So they all take off to go visit her parents back in Chicago. Because apparently all rich white people live in Chicago in these movies. So they...
Home Alone, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Huge
Home Alone.
mansion in Chi-town?
Huge
Yeah.
mansion, rich white people in Chicago.
Yeah.
So they're
funny.
gone. Of course, Dr. Judge, worst neighbor ever, calls him. He's like, "Hey, you might want to come over and check this out.
Oh,
I
that's
got a dead cat over here."
Right.
I forgot the part where the family actually went down with the neighbor and looked around the pet cemetery. Doesn't really
they
matter.
found the pet cemetery.
Yeah, I mean, they
Yeah.
all go down there and look around, and they're like the old guys. Like, this is really good because it helps children deal with death.
Sure.
And the wife like flips out, and that comes out later in the story, and I'll
Right.
try to remember to talk about that. Actually, I can talk about that right now. So, angry lady wife had an older sister who had spinal meningitis, something like that.
Spinal bifida.
Spinal bifida.
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
I don't know either. But yeah, her back is like, she's really skinny and her back's twisted.
Oh, that's right.
Right, and she's,
I
like, laying on the
completely
bed.
forgot about that.
And they talk about how...
Oh, that part's gnarly.
Yeah, that part's gnarly. That part's one of the scariest parts of any movie I've
For
seen in a long
sure.
time.
Where she's eating that soup or
Yeah, she's
whatever.
eating the soup.
Oh my god.
She has to feed her. And
That's
what,
right.
What parents leave like a little girl to take care of her older sister with spinal meningitis? These parents all suck. It's just Stephen King apparently thinks all parents are terrible.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So of course she's watching her spoon feeding her, and she dies. So like the girl is just terrified for the rest of her life
devastated,
about
right?
death. She doesn't like
that's
it.
right.
And I can't really blame her. But anyway, so Homeboy goes over to check out the cat. Sure enough, Church is dead. This is why I think the neighbor is the worst neighbor ever. What comes on
Right.
next? So they're like, all right, well, bring your cat and come on down the road with me. So they go up. They go past the pet cemetery, up this huge briar where the dude almost dies.
Yeah.
Because apparently Herman Munster can, like, scale this thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And a perfectly fit doctor, pretty boy actor can't do it.
Can't do it.
Unbelievable, but whatever. So they go up there, and they go to the top of the mountain. And this entire place basically says, fuck off.
Right.
Like, you should not be here.
Right.
And all they talk about is how the ground went or went sour.
Right.
You shouldn't do it.
That's
But the
right.
guy was like, here, you got to bury your own. So Dr. Dick Dad doesn't pay attention, like just starts wailing on the ground.
Right.
While Herman Munster's over there smoking a cigarette. And then all of a sudden it goes from day to nighttime. Puts the cat in there. They all take back over there. They take back into the house. And the cat comes back.
That's right, yeah.
Scares the shit out of the doctor.
Yeah, I remember that. Glowing eyes.
Glowing
right?
eyes. Like, to me, the effects of the time were amazing. Because it still holds up right now. Because I was still scared. I hate cats to begin with.
Sure.
They're assholes. But this cat was messed up and looked like it.
Church, man, yeah.
Yeah, so Church is gnarly.
Yeah, he's a famous cat.
Yeah.
In the horror scene, for sure.
So, like, the girl calls, is my cat okay? And the dad lies and says, yeah, your cat's just fine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
right.
everything's fine.
Right.
Because, neighbor Dick takes him up there and everything's fine. So the family comes back. Little girl immediately knows something's wrong.
Sure.
I don't know
It's
if
like
this kid...
demon-possessed cat,
Yeah,
right?
I don't know if she has the Shining or...
Oh, I wonder.
If she just knows, because she has, like, weird dreams. And I forgot to mention that the kid that died comes back in the guy's dream and is basically like, don't do this. Like, no matter what happens,
right. Warning,
don't do this. To me, he's the worst ghost helper ever.
Yeah?
Because he doesn't actually stop anybody from doing anything that they should be doing. Later in the movie, he doesn't help the wife. He doesn't help the little girl. He doesn't help anybody.
Right.
It's like the worst neighbor and the worst ghost ever.
He's like just watching.
Yeah.
He's like a watcher.
So, like, time goes on. Some stuff happens with Church, like throwing a mouse at the guy when he's in the bathtub. But he doesn't do anything mean to the kid. So I guess life goes on with your undead cat.
Yeah.
Is the moral of that story. But one day...
Got away with it.
Yeah, time jump.
Yeah.
It's a bright sunny day. Everybody's at a picnic. And Homeboy is flying a kite with Gage.
Right. Yeah, that's classic scene.
Yeah, everybody's having a great time. And the little girl's like, when's going to be my turn? So Dr. Dick Dad doesn't pay attention, turns around and leaves Gage to go talk to his daughter.
Right.
Or just look at his daughter while everybody's looking at this little girl.
Right.
As parents, do you keep... Like, one of the parents automatically know to keep an eye on each kid? You have 2 kids.
Yeah, there's definitely, I think, Shorty and I, we try to do that, yeah.
Like, if you were out in the middle of the road...
Like, for the most part, yeah, like, if we're in public, we usually have a conversation. Yeah. Like, you worry about one, I'll worry about the other, you know?
You got a road that has killed hundreds of cats and probably people.
Bloodbath.
What I don't get is, why don't you write your senator and be like, dude, do something about this?
Right.
Because, these guys are flying by at 60 miles an hour.
Yeah,
And
semis.
where's the fence?
Right, no fence.
Put up a fence.
Yeah.
Damn it, people.
Safety
Put up
fence.
a fence.
Safety fence. Safety
so anyway,
first, man.
Everybody can guess what happens. Gage goes off into the highway. Everybody's like, oh my God!
Oh, that's such a terrible scene.
You know Herman Munster's not going to get him.
Right.
Because he moves, apparently he's going up a mountain. And then the dude turns into like a 30-year-old Superman.
Right.
They don't get to him in time. Gage dies. Very sad.
Oh, that's a terrible scene.
It's a terrible scene. If you need to be like horribly depressed, pick up Pet Sematary.
Yeah.
I wish the movie ended there, but it doesn't, so we're going to keep going. There's a scene at the funeral. Her shitty upper-class white family rolls in, and they fight at the funeral. Like,
oh, right.
He goes up and accuses him, and he's basically like, look, Dr. Dick Dad, you didn't pay attention, and now my grandson's dead.
It's your fault.
It's all your fault.
Mm-hmm.
They start pushing, knock little Gage's body over.
Oh, that's right, little baby cough in, and they knock it over. Oh, my God, imagine that.
Like, Arab dude grabs onto him. And the only reason I bring this up is because my dad, like, paused the movie and rewinded it because he thought it was the same guy. Like, there were 2 ethnic people in this scene.
Okay.
And you know how normally they use extras? The guy was wearing the same brown suit, had the same, like, shitty mustache. Like, it looked like him, but it wasn't the same guy. But my dad's
so
like,
he thought he, like...
Yeah, he, like, time jumped. Like, basically, the dude was grabbing onto him, telling him to calm down, and then all of a sudden he was at the back of the church. He's like, how did he get back there?
Right.
And I'm like, Dad, don't be a racist. We got enough people.
Don't be racist.
My dad's not racist.
Yeah, not that he is racist.
We're not racist. Nobody's racist. That's not what I'm saying. I just thought it was hilarious, and I like to pick on my dad. I love you, Dad.
Yeah, racism. Maybe we shouldn't talk about racism.
Fuck, I don't care. Get over it. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, time skipping. Funeral ends. Rich white people take the mother and daughter back to Chicago.
Right.
Everybody else knows what's going to happen.
Yep. Guaranteed you know what's going to happen.
And the neighbor guy, like, before everybody leaves, is like, don't do what you want to do.
Right.
He tells a story about how they buried a guy back whenever he was only 50-something. and the dude came back wrong. He was basically a
that's
zombie.
right.
They
Yeah,
burned down
yeah.
the house and kill him.
Right.
The dead guy again, and ends up killing the guy's father too. But he's like, don't do it. But the entire time, Herman Munster is basically like, I'm sorry I killed your son. He's like,
Right.
basically, this is my fault. Doesn't do anything to stop him at that time, right? So what does he do? The family leaves. Dr. Dick goes to dig up his son.
Right.
Right? There's a scene where he's digging up his
man.
son,
Yeah.
and the cops show up. And they flash like a little light. Like, how do you not notice a giant mound of thing? And also,
6 feet of dirt.
if you're that neighbor, you know where that kid's buried.
Sure.
Go stop him there.
Right.
In between this entire time, I forgot to mention, Missy, the creepy laundry lady, hangs herself because apparently she has stomach pain.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, I don't know why that's in the movie. I don't know why that's pertinent to anything.
Death on screen?
Yeah, but apparently that just happened.
Yeah, okay.
But anyway, Dr. Dick Dad doesn't pay attention, goes, digs up Gage, takes him up to the place and buries him.
Yeah. Man.
Right?
What an idiot.
Idiot.
Why would you do that?
Goes back to his house, crashes out on the bed. The entire time, the neighbor is passed out on his porch because he's not effectively doing anything to help anybody. And meanwhile, the little girl is flipping out because the ghost of the dead kid is like trying to warn everybody that this is terrible.
Oh, I see.
So he gets to
Yeah,
the
I
little
remember.
girl. That's why I said I don't know if she has the shining or not.
Right.
But she freaks out the mom enough, and the ghost guy is kind of manipulating people.
Okay.
And she like hops back on a plane, Home Alone style, to come back and
Gotcha.
try to help her husband.
Nice.
So Gage comes back, creepy little kid, goes into the old guy's
terrifying.
house. Yeah,
Oh my
absolutely
God.
terrifying.
So scary.
Goes
That's
back
so
into the
scary.
house. But the premonition that the mom has is that her sister has come back through Gage. Because there's a scene where the sister's like, Gage and I are going to get you.
Oh, okay.
So she's like freaked out, flying back. Gage goes into the old guy's house with a scalpel
Oh, yeah.
that he got from Dr. Dick Dad Doesn't Pay Attention's room. I don't know why he doesn't kill Dr. Dick Dad at that point. Plot device, probably.
Yeah,
But goes
maybe.
over there, and, Herman Munster is basically like a good old boy. You
Yeah.
know he's got a shotgun somewhere in that house.
For sure.
What does he take out to go after Gage with?
Was it a bat?
It was a pocket knife.
Oh, yeah.
Little pocket knife. I got something for you, Gage. Got your pocket knife right here. Yeah, goes over there. Church jumps on him,
Yeah.
startles him, and little man cuts off his Achilles tendon.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
just
that's
goes
such a
to
terrible scene.
work on his face. So that guy's dead. Meanwhile, Mom is hitchhiking a ride back on a truck that says 666 on it.
Nice.
Yeah. So she's riding back because Ghost Guy helps her get into the truck. She gets to the house. Ghost Guy's like, I can't go any further. Why? Why can't Ghost Guy go into the house? Why can't he go into the other house?
Right.
Why can't he bring in some ghost buddies?
Oh, that's a good point.
Nobody really knows. So basically, he's like, I can't go any further, and he disappears.
Okay.
So, like I said, worst neighbor ever, worst goat guy ever.
Sure.
Because they suck. Mom looks to go into her house, hears her sister, Rachel, like that creepy, freaky voice that they always do. Gets me every time.
She's so scary.
Yeah.
That
So
really-
she turns around, she hauls ass up the stairs into
Sure.
old guy's house, and has like a vision of her sister coming after her. And it's
Okay.
like the creepy thing because they have a dude playing her sister. Like I read that too, that it was meant to be look like wrong. And it does because it's a dude wearing like crappy makeup
Oh,
and a wig.
I don't think I've ever noticed that.
Yeah.
Is
Watch
it
it.
obvious now that you watch it?
Yeah, if
You're
you
like, oh,
watch
that's
it,
a
it's
dude.
pretty obvious.
Yeah.
But anyway, Gage kicks her ass. He comes down and says, Mommy, I want to play with you, in his little Gage voice. And he's wearing like a dress with a top hat and a pimp cane. I don't know who thought of that, but that was brilliant because that was terrifying. Little man, don't ever put Lincoln in a top hat, a dress, and a pimp cane.
Yeah,
'Cause I would
sure.
probably yell out zombie. And
He was wearing a
smack him.
dress?
Yeah, he's wearing, it's like a purple velvet, like pimp type thing. I don't know.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah,
You have to watch. People have tattooed it on themselves.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's a goner. And then Homeboy wakes up from his slumber.
Right, so
Finally,
he's asleep through all this.
Like Dr. Dick Dad's like, you know what, I think I should get up now and go see what's going on. Gets a phone call from his irate father-in-law saying your daughter had a vision that her mom's dead. Can you put her on the phone? He's like, no, I can't talk right now. Hangs up the phone. Starting to walk down because he notices the scalpel's gone.
Oh,
And
nice.
Gage calls him.
Because that's what you look for.
Yeah, exactly. You know, he gets a phone call and he's like, I can't talk to you right now. And then Gage is like, Daddy, I played with Jeb or Judd or Judge
Yeah.
Herman Munster and
Yeah.
Mommy. Now I want to play with you. So
Dude,
dude
that's
knows
scary.
what's going on. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's freaky.
Yeah.
He goes upstairs, grabs some like syringes,
The
walks
kid?
over. Yeah, no.
The dad.
Yeah, the doctor dad.
Yeah. Okay.
Walks over there, sees Church
gonna
sitting
sedate
on sitting
Yeah.
there on the lawn, and is like Church, and throws him like a T-bone steak,
Nice.
and then
Because
like
cats
jumps
eat
on
that.
him. Yeah, and sticks the cat.
Okay.
Kills the cat, and like he's like singing a song about how this cat needs to stay dead. It's creepy. The whole thing is just creepy.
Yeah. It sounds creepy.
So he walks in, and the house is like morphed. It's got like mold and rotten stuff on it.
Okay.
I guess they have some way to change your perception. Like I said, I don't really know what's going on.
Yeah,
Completely.
that's aggressive, right?
Yeah, I need
like,
to read the book, but he goes upstairs, sees Herman Munster dead, walks through, and the wife drops out of the attic. She's being hung. It's like hanging from the thing. And then Gage comes flying off the top ropes, like WWE style.
Yes.
Takes him down and is like slashing at his dad on the chest and stuff.
Yeah.
So dad like kicks him off, or like he runs off and then comes back. And he's like, Gage, come here. And he sticks him with the syringe. And the kid starts crying like a normal kid.
Oh.
Completely flipped me out, man.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
I can't handle that.
Yeah, for sure.
So he like sticks him in the neck and the kid's like screaming and then says like no fair and walks off crying and then goes and dies in the house.
So he dies?
Yeah, so Gage
Again?
is dead. And then the doctor guy, because he's an idiot, like picks up his wife, and as he's walking out, the ghost guy's back
Yeah.
with his little tight little shorts.
Yeah.
You know, like
yeah. Like he's from gym class,
yeah,
right?
like
or
gym
some shit.
class. And he's like, don't do this. He's like, you're only going to make this worse. So Dr. Dick burns down the old guy's house, picks up his wife, climbs all the way up there again, buries her, comes back.
He does? I
Yeah.
don't remember that at all.
So he comes back, and then like the next scene is his wife walking in, and like her face is trashed. It's like gushing ooze, and they
Yeah.
kiss, and she picks up a butcher knife, and it fades to black, and all you hear is him screaming.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
But why the fuck would you do that again, bro? Like third
Why
time's a
would you
charm,
do-
or what?
any of that.
Yeah.
And if you're the neighbor, because the
Well,
guy,
maybe with a cat. Like,
yeah, I
I'm
mean
like-
the neighbor
I
guy
mean-
talked about how he brought his dog back, right? And he said when he came back, it wasn't the same dog.
Oh, that's
Like,
right.
he was
Yeah, they
vicious
tell
and he had
that
to put him down
story.
again.
Yeah.
You know that's going to happen. Why would you ever take that guy up there? You're the worst neighbor on the planet.
I guess, curiosity kills the cat, right? I guess.
It killed everybody.
But yeah, why would you do it like you do it to your son and then it goes bad and he like murders everybody and then you do it to your wife thinking like this
Yeah.
time it's gonna work.
This time it's going to be better. Because people are stupid in horror movies.
I
And
guess.
this is
Well,
why
okay,
I don't
that's
like
fair.
horror movies,
That's
ladies
fair.
and gentlemen. Because you do literally the dumbest stuff on the planet in these movies. So yeah, that was my terrible review of Pet Sematary. Go watch it. It's terrifying. I give it...
Yeah.
I'm not going to gill grade it because that's your thing.
No,
But
sure.
I'll leech grade it. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
fair.
Solid A minus.
A minus.
Yeah,
okay,
I mean
yeah.
the dude was still terrifying with the makeup. That little kid is creepy as all hell,
The
and the
kid,
sister is
yeah.
terrifying. So yeah, solid A minus. If you want to terrify yourself, go watch it, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen.
I'll agree with that.
But I think you should watch it and let the people know. You're better at reviewing stuff than me.
I should watch it. Just again, well, you told me you were watching it last night,
Yeah.
and I brought it up to Shorty, and then we ended up watching Independence Day 2
Which is terrible.
instead, which was terrible. I liked it though. Like it's terrible.
I
Oh my
wanted to
god,
like
it's
it.
bad. But I
Yeah.
like it. Like it was entertaining, I guess.
And that's all you
I sat
get.
through the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, I watched the whole damn movie, so it wasn't that bad. I like how all the original characters came back,
Yeah,
or most
that
of
was
them, except for
interesting.
Will Smith, and I'm glad Will Smith didn't come back.
Yeah,
so.
I've had enough of Will Smith.
But like Goldblum, his dad, all of them, it's awesome.
Pullman.
Yeah.
We will not go gently into the night. Greatest presidential speech ever.
Yeah, by far. I love that.
So yeah, I mean, Pet Sematary might crack my top 3. I'm interested. What are your top 3 Stephen King movies and why?
Oh man, top 3. I can give you my number 1 for sure, which is Children of the Corn.
Okay. Why?
I fucking love that movie. Well, it's terrifying. I love, Stephen King, of course, he's so good with like making kids the bad guy, and I love that. For one, I grew up with Children of the Corn, and what really it was like that was the only thing I remember my dad ever saying was like really scary. Like I remember watching this movie and it just freaked me out. So to me, it was like, well, if it scared my dad,
Right.
it must be something, you know. It's just a bunch of psycho little kids killing all the adults, you know. It's hiding out in a cornfield. Like, have you ever been lost in a cornfield?
Nah, man.
It's fucking scary, dude. That shit is so scary. I've been lost in a cornfield.
Yeah, I don't do that typical white people thing.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't go get lost in cornfields. I don't go skiing.
My daddy's yacht's bigger than your
My
daddy's.
daddy's not as big as yours. Yeah, I don't prescribe to that kind of day.
Yeah, I can't remember what I was even doing in a cornfield, but it was after I watched Children of the Corn, and I got lost in a cornfield. And when you're lost in a cornfield, everything looks the same, so all you can do is look up, right? So all you can see is the sky. Everything else is corn, you know. And it was just so scary. But yeah, I just love Children of the Corn for sure. I think it's super scary. I love Isaac, the main bad guy, and then like his muscle,
Yeah.
Malachi, like that kid with the long red hair is so scary. Linda Hamilton's in it,
Yeah.
right?
Gingers, don't trust them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. So anyways, number 2, I'd have to say is Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. I mean, and again, if you haven't seen that movie, that's like ridiculous. That's rated, that IMDb has that movie rated, I guess, user rated as the best movie of all time.
It is.
It's got more votes than any other movie on IMDb.
Shawshank Redemption is that one movie that no matter when it comes on, I will watch it.
Gotta watch it.
I will sit
You
down
gotta watch it.
and watch it. Like Andy Dufresne was my friend.
Oh man, that movie's so good. Well, speaking of opera, like we were earlier, you know, when he like locks himself in the office and he
Yeah.
plays that opera, I've been looking for that opera forever because I just love the tune, and it's actually The Marriage of Figaro.
Yeah?
Yeah. So now you know, you can Google it, listen to it. It's amazing.
So I get confused with Tim Robbins a lot. A lot of people think I look like a younger version of him. It's really weird. I can't tell if it's the hair
That's different. Yeah.
or my affinity towards older women. Like I just, I mean, it's
Both,
random,
maybe.
but-
Tim Robbins is great.
yeah.
I've seen him live before.
But I've had people be like, "Yeah, you look like Tim Robbins," and I'm like, I don't really understand how you all get that from this, but okay.
Yeah, I don't see it personally. No, offense,
No, I'm
obviously.
none taken. I've always
But yeah, that's kind of weird. I like Tim Robbins though.
Yeah.
Antitrust, right? That movie with Ryan Felipe. I like that movie for some reason.
What's that one with Martin Lawrence?
Oh, Nothing to Lose.
Nothing
that
to
movie
Lose.
is
That movie's
amazing.
hilarious.
Yes, that's a
Bull-
good movie.
Bull Durham, one
Bull
of the best
Durham.
baseball
Yeah.
movies ever.
Yeah. Kevin
When it's-
Costner.
Yeah, I came to state my presence with authority.
Yeah, Bull Durham's great.
I like
So.
Kevin Costner.
What were we saying? Oh, Shawshank Redemption. And the third one is like a tie, man. Like, you have It, which, obviously, I love It. Pet Cemetery is definitely on the list. The Green Mile is on the list. Stand By Me, man. Like, Stand By Me, it almost made number 3 for me. That movie is amazing.
Yeah, little
And again, it's a story about kids, so that's why I guess I like it so much.
The Losers Club.
Yeah, in It, The Losers Club.
So which Stephen King movies or books do you not like?
Well, books, I guess. I didn't really like The Revival. It's one of his newer ones, came out a couple years. I mean, yeah, within the last couple years. I really didn't like that at all. But movies, Stephen King movies, I don't really like. I mean, that's hard. I love old cheesy horror movies, you know. So to me, I kind of like them all. Someone, I was telling them that we may talk Stephen King tonight, and they were like, "Maximum Overdrive, man."
Yeah.
Maximum Overdrive.
movie's
And that movie's
amazing.
pretty bad.
I love
You
that
know,
movie,
but
though.
yeah, the Green
So,
Goblin on
yeah.
the yeah.
Makes no sense whatsoever, but
No, it's good though. Salem's Lot is another good one. But I don't know, what are the bad ones? He did Desperation, which was bad.
I thought the TV series of 11/22/63.
Oh yeah, that one was
god-awful.
awful. Under the Dome, really, I thought was pretty whack too. Started
was
out well,
terrible.
started out well, ended terribly.
Yeah,
But I didn't even watch the end.
11/22/63.
I was
didn't-
stoked about that.
Yeah, I was happy. I was curious. I read the book before I watched the series.
I've read
which
the
is
book's
always
awesome.
dangerous. It's good. You can
Yeah.
borrow it on the way out.
I'd like to.
But anyway, they go to Derry, or he goes to Derry.
Yeah.
Meets Beverly and Richie,
Really?
and they talk about how the spider is the enemy of the turtle.
Ah.
Completely left that out of the series.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't even go to Derry. Goes to, like Tennessee or something.
Right.
Which I don't mind it when people change things, but it should make sense. Like if you're gonna
Sure.
cut that much out of that movie, Because the whole book's about how the past doesn't want to be changed. And what's
Right,
better way
right.
of showing that than Homeboy rolling through Derry? And also,
Sure.
I didn't like the casting of Josh Duhamel. Is that his name? Fergie's
Yeah.
husband?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want a bad guy to be a bad guy. I don't want it to be fucking Tad Hamilton. Like,
That's fair.
I don't want that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like that guy. I didn't like him as a bad guy. I don't really have a big beef with James Franco.
I don't either,
But
really.
He's a stoner. He doesn't. Drugs are bad. Don't
Drugs
do
are
drugs.
bad. Don't do drugs, guys.
Yeah.
Seriously. They're
So, I
bad.
mean, I think that was one of the worst adaptations of the Stephen King thing.
Yeah, really, I didn't like The Stand all that much either.
You didn't like The Stand?
Not really, man. I didn't like who they had play Flag at all.
Oh, he was terrible.
Yeah, and well, I mean, Gary Sinise is in it, which is great. You know, I love him. But yeah, to me, I don't know. The book was such a journey, and the movie, I guess it's been a while since I've watched it.
They should remake that. I think Matthew McConaughey did a great job as the man.
As
In Black?
Flag,
Yeah,
yeah,
as
the
Flag.
Man in Black.
Walter O'Dim.
I totally agree. I mean, the casting, he's perfect for it.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't know if you've seen that movie yet or not.
I haven't. No, I haven't seen The Dark Tower yet.
It's gotten absolutely panned
Everyone's
by pretty
hating
much
it.
everybody.
Everyone hates it.
I've read all the books.
Yeah,
I had high expectations. I looked at the movie is not like anything to do with the books.
Okay.
Maybe like a potential sequel or something.
Well, I've heard that it's almost like a 9th installment.
It could have been longer, and it could have.
I've heard that
done
too.
With more
Was it like
development.
82 minutes?
Yeah, and you know
That's ridiculous. How are you going to turn 6,000 pages? You get The Hobbit,
Right.
which is 180 pages, and you get 9 hours of film, and then you get The Dark Tower, which is 7,500 pages, and you get 82 minutes.
So I went into that movie after watching Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets.
Right.
That movie was over 2 hours, and I went and saw
Okay.
Atomic Blonde, which was over 2 hours.
Ooh, I want to see that.
You need to watch that.
Yeah, female James Bond
And then
style.
and then you go in, and this movie, like you said, is like 8 books.
Right.
It's 82 minutes.
That sucks. Yeah.
So there was
that's
like almost.
terrible.
I thought Idris Elba was great.
Yeah, what'd you think? You like it
His
was rolling?
Yeah, I liked it.
Did you?
I didn't see what the big uproar was about.
Well, it's obviously he's black, you know, like
Yeah.
which I don't. Dude, Idris Elba's badass.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you can do the job. Like they talked about him being the Bond.
Yeah,
I think.
he'd be a sick
Yeah,
Bond, dude.
awesome.
Like, I do not care.
All
Like, you know
for
what
it.
I think of, bro? Every single time someone brings up, like, well, Roland's white, you know, or, like, whatever, I always think of Holden McNeil from Clerks or from Jay and Silent Bob, where it's like, they're fictional characters, you know? Like,
fictional characters.
yeah, like, if you,
It
so
doesn't
you're telling
matter.
me you can extend your, you know, imagination to believe in everything that's going on in the Dark Tower,
Yeah.
but you can't
You
wrap
can
your head
believe-
around a black Roland?
Yeah,
To me,
a central tower holding everything together, giant turtles and bears with
yeah,
satellite dishes.
Exactly.
But you can't fathom one of the greatest actors
Right.
playing him. Yeah,
Like, to me, I don't know.
I'm with you. I think people just need to chill out.
Oh, I completely agree.
It's like the female Doctor Who. I don't care. You
I think
can't-
that's cool.
I think it's cool,
personally.
too.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
You can't do any worse than Capaldi. Like, I did not like Capaldi as Doctor Who.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
He's
even
kinda like that
really like
cranky
Doctor
uncle.
Who personally.
What is wrong with
I
you? Have you
don't,
watched
bro.
the Tennant
It's
Years?
too cheesy, bro.
You need to watch
I don't
David
know.
Tennant.
Nah.
He'll change your life.
Yeah,
That
I've
was
heard
my
that.
Doctor.
I mean, everyone. I mean, you know, the Whovian nation,
For strong.
right? You're strong. What were we talking about?
Stephen King.
Oh, a
movies,
woman.
female
Doctor Who, right? Like, yeah, I heard some rumor that they were talking about like a female James Bond, which I think would be great. Jane Bond, like,
Yeah.
fuck it, man. I don't know. To me, I really like strong women. Well, in life
Yeah,
and
me
in
too, yeah.
fiction, right? Sarah Connor, you know, Ellen Ripley. Just amazingly strong women characters that are just badass. So to me, it's like it was the same thing. Female Doctor Who, Black Roland,
Who cares?
whatever.
Yeah.
Who cares? When I read the book, I wasn't even thinking about it. You know.
Yeah, but I mean, I think everybody has an image in their head of what these people look like.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that's your own
Sure.
imagination, though. Like, no matter who you get, you're going to be disappointed. Like, he's not... Like, Gal Gadot is a perfect example.
Yeah,
I didn't know if she'd be a good Wonder Woman. Fantastic Wonder Woman.
I've heard that. I've
Absolutely
heard that.
fantastic
Yeah.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I like her. I mean,
I haven't seen the new movie, but she was great in that abortion that was Batman versus Superman.
I kind of like Batman vs Superman. I like Ben Affleck as Batman a lot.
Yeah, I like him as Batman. He's good.
I'm a
They need to
huge
cut Jared Leto as Joker.
man
Like,
crush
that
on
guy
Batman.
shouldn't come back.
Yeah, I don't really like Jared Leto either. What did I hear about him today? I don't fucking remember. Yeah. Well, actually, I do like Jared Leto, just not as the Joker.
Just
for
not as
sure.
the Joker?
Yeah, I think his Joker was not necessarily fun. I heard someone describe it like the first one was the first Joker was supposed to be crazy, and then Heath Ledger's was supposed to be an anarchist, and then the third Joker was supposed to be a psychopath. So it's like psychopath, anarchist, and then I can't remember the first one. But they had like three really descriptive, I guess, themes to their character.
So it's like an ice cream sandwich of crazy?
Yeah. Yeah.
But less delicious?
Yeah, way less delicious. But I don't know. I didn't really like Jared Leto as the Joker. Really, I mean, that whole fucking movie was terrible. Suicide Squad, I thought was awful. Real bad. Real bad. So what else? What else did you like? Stephen King? What was on your list?
So probably my top Stephen King movie is The Mist,
Oh,
which
yeah.
has Thomas Jane,
Thomas Jane.
a bunch of the Walking Dead actors, because Frank Bonabot does it.
Oh,
It's the same guy that does Walking Dead.
Oh.
So I was reading, he actually came up with the ending. I've never read the book,
I haven't either.
but I guess Frank Bonabot, the ending of the book is real ambiguous as to what happens.
Oh, okay.
So if you've never seen The Mist, spoilers, and go watch it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah,
You
it's
have
worth
nothing
it.
to lose.
It's worth watching.
I like The Mist because the bad guys aren't necessarily what's outside in The Mist. It's
Sure, okay.
what's
That's
going
fair.
on in the convenience
Yeah.
store. Because
Right.
you've got that woman who's like a
preacher
zealot.
lady?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the preacher lady
yeah.
who's like trying to turn everybody
Oh,
against
I
everything.
hate that lady.
Yeah, and she's annoying, and everybody's really happy when she gets it.
Yep, including myself.
Yeah.
For sure.
But if everybody would just calm down and stay in the convenience store, they'd be fine.
Right. Well, yeah, you kind of wanted that. Like, they go through a lot of trouble for nothing.
Yeah, for nothing.
And they always do, it seems like. It's like, why don't you just stay put?
Right. And
Like,
that's
just put yourself in a corner, grab a weapon of some sort, and just
Find a
defend
locker.
yourself
Yeah,
for a
until
while. Like,
help
just
comes.
wait it out. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, you could sit there for a day and be completely safe. But no, you gotta go, investigate the noise, right?
But anyway, the way that movie
ending,
ends is they're in the Jeep driving off. They should have just stayed in the convenience store, but they didn't.
Yeah.
And they're driving, and Homeboy has a gun. And there's, I think, 3 of them in the car, or 4 of them in the car, and he has 3 bullets in the gun. So he caps the other 3 people, and he's sitting in this car by himself. And then all of a sudden the military comes through.
Right.
And they're pushing the monsters back through the mist.
Right.
And you see people that were in the convenience store, I think. That
Yeah,
or it might have been
sitting
one of
on
the
tanks.
Yeah,
Or it was
sitting on
the
tanks. and
first
they're-
group that broke
yeah,
off.
Broke
right?
off, and now they're all either going to safety or they're coming
Yep.
in to take it back.
Yep. Well, and
Which
one
took-
of those people that he shot was his 10-year-old
Yeah, was
son.
his son after
you
he
know?
lost his wife.
Right.
So, I
Which
mean,
is ridiculous.
Yeah, that movie is intense for that. That's why I like Stephen King as well, is he puts you in these positions where you're like, please don't do this. And then they do it, and it goes terribly wrong, and everybody's just left feeling bad.
Yeah, King is a master storyteller for sure. I didn't really like the ending. I get the fact that he was feeling hopeless and well, at least if I kill them, they won't have to
I don't think
endure the Armageddon that's happening. But he escaped for what? They drove till the tank was empty.
Yeah.
So which is what, 5 hours maybe? And then he runs out of gas. He's like, well, fuck it. Boom, boom, boom. And just starts shooting everyone. You're like, whoa, dude, whoa. Chill out. Again, you can go 3 days without water. You should try.
This isn't desperation time yet, Playboy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You fought the entire movie. You fought to stay alive.
You're
and
the
then,
freaking Punisher.
yeah. Yeah.
Summon some of that.
I like Thomas Jane, though.
Yeah.
He's in a movie called Thursday. You ever see that movie?
Yeah, I watched it
Thursday.
with you.
Oh, yeah, man. That movie is mind-boggling. Thursday, try to find that, folks. Seriously, it's hard to find. I had to buy it online somewhere, and I had to pay a lot of money, and it'll only work on certain DVD players. Maybe it's that Region 1 or whatever. I don't really know what that means.
Yeah.
But Thomas Jane, Aaron Eckhart. Aaron Eckhart gets raped in that movie. Which is...
By
That's
a
a crazy
woman.
scene.
Why are you laughing?
That's a crazy scene. Because you never see that in
Right, you
movies.
never see
You
that,
never
yeah.
see men get raped by women in movies.
Have you seen Hard Candy?
Yeah.
That's a crazy movie.
Yeah, I have
too.
seen Hard Candy. Yeah, I really like that. I think that was probably my first exposure to Ellen Page. Was Hard Candy?
No.
Yeah, that movie's badass, actually.
Thinking about it. Also, got the guy from the 18 Minute, and the guy from the Watchmen. Night Owl. Yeah, that's the guy.
Oh,
Patrick
yeah, that is the
Wilbur
guy,
or
right?
whatever.
Yeah.
Can never remember his name. Terrible with names. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I'm also terrible with names.
So,
yeah, what else, man? Is that it?
I like The Stand. I don't know why you didn't. Maybe it's because I was as young as I was when I watched it the first time.
Yeah.
I just remember it being...
See, for me, it was made for TV, and I'd sit through the commercials, and to me, that just bugged the crap out of me when I was a kid.
Plus, it has that guy from Parker Lewis Can't Lose or whatever.
I have no idea what.
Isn't that Molly Ringwald in that? Isn't she the
maybe
love interest?
I don't know.
Goes with Gary Sinise instead of
The other guy.
Parker Lewis Can't Lose. He gets all hurt. Goes to the dark side. I don't know. I'm just a big fan of good and evil. Like when the sides start matching up, it's.
Yeah, I'm down for good and evil movies for sure,
The
man.
Enticement of Evil versus Mother. What's her name? Old Mother, whatever.
I think it's called her Old Mother, right? I don't know.
It's been a long time since I've seen that.
Yeah.
So. Well.
Yeah, I've read it recently.
Coming up on the 50-minute mark. Got anything else you want to ramble about?
50-minute mark. I mean, no, man. I think let's call it 50 minutes. That's shorter than the last one, so that's good.
So a little personal note. I know I kind of made light of the white supremacy thing. It is not a laughing matter. Hopefully one day we get past that. I just can't believe that it's 2017 and we're still being divided by this crap.
Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna bring it up, let's ramble about it for a second at least.
I mean, everybody knows that the Cheeto is a joke, but we're stuck with him for 3 years, so I don't see. I don't know,
bro. That shit's crazy, man. I mean, really, we're really still doing that stuff. Like, there's still places.
Yeah, they did it again today.
I know.
In Boston.
And I'm down to like protest, like, or whatever. Like, if you feel the need to protest, but like some of that shit, bro, like Nazi flags with like, that is just like bonkers. Like, I laugh because I can't cry about it, but like that shit is so bonkers, man. I can't believe that shit's like still happening in this world. It's awful, awful.
Just remember, we're not all those rich white people from Chicago.
Yeah.
So.
I'm definitely not from Chicago.
All right, we should probably leave it on that note. That got a little bit more political.
Yep. Well, thanks for listening, guys.
All right, guys. Have a good week.
See you next time.